trans includes an LGBT space, so that's why I went out of my way to go here. Pie Shannon's open all the way until 10 o'clock when Mum will be able to give me a lift. I bought this wonderful glass of orange juice, which I enjoyed. 1 of 5 a day, so no more fruits needed. So I'm at table, let's show this if I can make, for really 142 in case anyone wants to, just on the off chance anyone wants to buy me a drink. 142, and as to what drink I like, well, I'll just have a look at the menu, which is here, paper.
Very little like this. And then also all the kids that get picked up outside, and they
the only reason I asked people to buy me a drink is because I'm kind of broke. Otherwise, wouldn't you be asking? Kind of an understatement. Well, I am broke, but anyway.
just cracks the windows or something, moved a bit too hard. So I'm excited for the day when someone falls in. Oh, the office is right. It sounds like they have a washing machine going on today. It's the whole room vibrating. It's like that thing where it listens to your ear. It's very impressive. I remember, I hated that was miserable.
A Fritz sugar-free lemonade would be great if, no, just a Fritz sugar-free it's called would be a great drink for someone to buy me. If anyone here wants to buy me a drink, also, as for mother phone now, with making a Motorola E7, this rubbish. Or do anything on the app I'm on, it does the wrong thing. A lot of people call this phone a potato. They wouldn't be wrong, just saying.
She had so little to do. I remember meeting my silent set and Kerry was really taking over what he did, and I was like, Kerry, your personal assistant? Oh no, sorry, she's actually Steve. But I said that.
Come on. Yeah, I'd like some advice on getting rid of the mate-a-dome. Personally, I use the same approach my dad does for door-to-door salesmen. Just tell them no thank you. No need to be rude. No need to respond to questions. What the F has it got to do, which my dad did once for door-to-door salesmen. Always remember, shout out to my dad, although I know he won't want to view these videos, because I'm kind of mean him in these. Yeah, random question. He asked me if Krav Maga's worth it. Well, give me an honest opinion. What I read online, and from my experience having trained Krav Maga, there's several reasons why I would avoid it. But even if we set Middle East, Israel, Palestine, the whole thing is all that baggage aside, Lebanon and all that to one side, Krav Maga isn't that effective anyway, unless you're expecting to deal with armed attacks. And even then, it would be prudent to take a base style alongside Krav Maga, something like BJJ, boxing, wrestling. Personally, because I don't think the odds of being attacked that high. I've already done some self-defense training. I don't see a need to continually train self-defense. But that's because I'm lucky. Anyway, shout out to one viewer viewing. Oh god, this phone is doing stupid. But I'm going to have to pause the stream. Okay, I'm going to put mobile data on, so if the Wi-Fi goes down again, the phone should instantly default to another method of connection, i.e. the 3G or 4G, whichever signal will be picking up. Presumably 4G is now. on Brewdog's Wi-Fi. Shout out to Brewdog because it's literally. Not my nose! Oh, for crying out loud! So on connect to Brewdog free Wi-Fi. It's out of date on mobile phones and broke. Can't be bothered to buy another bundle of both texts, calls and minutes on it.
I had to change one word, but other than that, what was the word? Oh, I just because when I was writing, I was so tired. Yeah. And I just I was really writing.
Shout out to Palestine Action.
And kept some of the old sentences.
Unfolded.
It was like that. And it was like two. So I was seeing it. It looked like it was changed. Yeah. That was the only thing that changed. So I was quite happy with that. So I kept my dad's policy. So, and I rewrote it with them in mind because I was like, I'm not going to prove what I want. So I didn't write what they want. They'll bring it back. So I'm allowed to write 50 characters. So much literally every day, like 20 minutes.
Okay.
So we have the equivalent to the special service form. Yeah, basically like, I don't want to get paid my payment because X, Y, Z, maybe get called two, and probably one now, I have 30 a day. Yeah. 2 weeks, my boss goes, oh yeah, fair enough. Oh, they've not finished it, like they're up to like around 600 out of £2,000. Right. And he makes it out, and he's like, oh, you have to do this, and I realise does it. And that's great, because I love the advice. So he said to me, he said, you need to be the good person, they will be an email, but it's like bad. Someone else, and I'm like, that's my favourite thing, because I don't want to. Oh no, I'm that. Well, you're in charge. Yeah, they tend to be emails that are like, I'm really sorry. Yeah, it's not selling confidence. They just get this. Why? It was payday, and my book broke last year. And I waited 6 months before I did anything about it. You've got PS5. But the difference is that it's downstairs. It is literally because him and I were, she kept feeling really bad because she started doing gameplay.
Okay, how about I give you my come on, this isn't catchy enough. God, we'll have to figure out how to use stupid revolter app, which isn't exactly that easy to use.
Nice job! I'm downstairs playing only. Oh my god! Are you on Xbox PlayStation? Are you on Overwatch too? Yeah. Play with me? Yeah. And also it's cross-platform, so it doesn't matter if you play with me. I literally play with everyone, most of the time, like, oh my god. But I was like, next time you play, I'm not going to no, I didn't. Otherwise you would know that this was happening. Yeah. You know what? Read it right now. How do you PlayStation app? I don't know what my username is. Oh, no. No, I can work it out. It's the same direction. It's probably out. I don't know. It's the same direction. I know because I had your Xbox. I found a message that just said like, what did you say? But no, it was funnier than that. Oh, I'm funny.
No, I'm not sure. I want to have a rev tag to be paid by Revolt. But I prefer shortening my name to Ella. Ella Potter is my rev tag. That's ELLAPOTTER as in Harry Potter. Ella Potter, that's my rev tag. Donate on Revolt.
But anyway, I basically was like, I want to be able to sit next to you and still play video games, so I bought an Xbox. So I can sit next to you while I play.
I think I can.
Is your picture like a red and yellow line? Dude, well done, you did it! And I'll share my real name picture. Oh, it's definitely you playing
And so you notice me, I've added in my picture, yeah. So yeah, use the Revolt app to donate. I'll do.
She has days. She's on when she started, but being like, oh, so now is when you're I'm like, oh. There are days where she's like, I can't wear this shirt anymore, and she put on a button on a shirt.
Yeah, so you go to Revolt, revolut.me/Ella, ELLA, Potter, POTTER, it's in Harry Potter. You should be able to donate that way. I'll have a look at that page now. Yeah, sometimes this video has become a bit poncy, but people ask me how to donate. Found an answer now. PayPal kicked me off because it was too many chargebacks. It's ridiculous. It will come out as my dead name, Marcus P for Potter. Ask how much you want to send, and pretty much any currency you can donate that way. Problem solved. If you want to donate that way, you can. If you want to just buy me a drink, table 142. Have you got a black eye? That's a good question. No, I just got a tired eye. Paper card, remember, is now you can donate to me if you aren't on the Revolt app. It's a good question, huh? No, it's mascara, I think. Just don't know how to do makeup properly. Yeah, that's how people can tell I'm trans, because I'm only new to Moon's makeup. That's why it's annoying, because I just don't know how yet. It's mascara, fella. Shout out common sense. But anyway, I assume no one's going to buy me a twin card, eh?
You can tell everything that you said to me my work is about 2 hours and I'm like, woo! No, I don't even know what it is anymore. I literally can't label on it. Oh, that's happening too. Oh, that's happening. I mean, on Sunday, we were meant to go and come to my nan's dog, and she was away for 12 hours, so we went back in the day, let her go. We just did it.
In fact, while I'm at it in Brewdog, I want to see when's the last post office in Serbia. See, it's worth doing something I've wanted to do. Yeah, I had my orange juice away by the way. I'm just seeing if anyone will buy me something. Should I buy mine? Or should I just go? But if not, I'll just go. There's post office. It's closed.
I was like, hurt myself without realising and being like, oh, that's not bad, like putting my hands away and like, oh, okay, sorry. And it's not the first time that I thought maybe I only have to again. I was like, not even realising that I feel like I want to pick up paper.
Drugs are bad, MMK. Yeah, I agree, Indigo. They are bad. God, I inhaled some second-hand marijuana smoke with my loser mate Dale yesterday. He smokes marijuana that's too strong. Even saying that, so I'm just a shitty person, really. So I'm sorry, Dale. I didn't mean to attack you too harshly, but if you happen to be watching, I'm going to stop hanging out with you. Like, yo, I have some sympathy for you. Like, the way Sergeant Allen arrested you for sitting there was out of order. But Dale, please, for the love of yourself, and I know I'm no longer friends with you, I'm going to hang out with you, but and those who in the vaguest sense care for you, please behave yourself at court tomorrow. If you misbehave like you're planning on, like I think you are planning on anyway, you're planning on getting sent to prison at all costs. That'll mean if the magistrates decide to go easy, okay, we're going to get probation officer and listen to their opinion, which might be make you do unpaid community service. It's probation of a vested interest and may get you to do community service instead of a jail sentence. The end day provides more employment for probation. Obviously probation thing could be inappropriate. That's different. Something silly like what you're on bail for, though, when the magistrate's court being dealt with. Like, come on, grow up a little. I'm sorry, I know I hit hard there, but you act like a schoolboy. You act like a schoolboy in year one doing this. When the teacher's trying to teach a lesson to impress some fellow students, year one primary school, that's kind of what you'd expect. But in the adult world, that's just really childish. Behaviour I expect from age about 5. You need to grow up, Dale. Come on. Look, I know this is a harsh criticism. I don't sound like a US Marine Corps drill instructor. Well, I don't. A drill instructor be swearing every other fucking word and be sounding off like he's got a pair and demanding that your first and last words out of your filthy sewers will be sir. Do you Americans understand that? Sir, yes, sir. But that digression aside, yeah, you're right, Indigo. You tell him. Your attitude, Dale, was going to get you put in jail. So, unless you're serious about actually wanting to go to jail, which, come on, most people don't want to be there. Like, really. Just tone it down a little tomorrow. Just show them you're remorseful. In fact, unless the magistrate expresses that, you probably won't even bother doing that. Just keep your mouth shut, just give me your name, give me your address, give me your date of birth, and let your lawyer do the talking. If they ask you questions, then of course you explain you're remorseful. It won't happen again. In fact, you won't even be asked questions directly. You'll probably be, unless you're giving evidence, we won't need to unless you're having a nude hearing. Or worse still, a guppy hearing. Which you won't be having either, so no real disputes.
No, it's good.
Just give them the details, let your lawyer do it all, don't be disruptive. Like Dale, if you want me to visit you in prison, as you're kind of equating, still happy to go to jail and visit you, but I'd rather not. But I'd be able to just walk by, be pleasantly surprised to see you sat there doing what you need to do, collecting dog ends, begging, whatever. But since we have arguments in the past, not hanging out with you anymore beyond acknowledging you, maybe stop for a brief conversation like a while back me and my mum did with Gavin. Shout out to Gavin from Norwich. Another homeless guy. And move on, and that'll be it. Sorry, but I feel me and you've spent too much time together, and dealing with you just stresses me out. It doesn't help anything. It doesn't help the relationship with the parents either. Just for the best of things, is it because I no longer like you? But Dale, if you can learn to grow up tomorrow at court, if you're watching this, you can learn to be a bit more mature, you might be pleasantly surprised to see you free. I'll be at court tomorrow, I want to see what happens. My dad said, don't go to court with this loser. I'm like, well, I'm an adult, I'll do what I want. I'll go to court if that's what I want to do. If I'm in there, I'm going. At the end of the day, magistrate's court isn't the same as a dodgy area after dusk, with no one else around to protect me, will drug deals take place? Oh, shout out to Vicky for once giving me some personal safety advice when she saw me in a dodgy air nodge in broad fucking daylight with Dale there to protect me, so it was bad enough then. Vicky, my mistake for not listening to you on these few encounters with Dale. I'm going to listen to you, avoid hanging out with this loser. Oh, sorry Dale, you're only a loser compared to more mature people, though. You're not that bad. You're not a criminal, Dale. You occasionally make terrible and absolutely shit judgments. You also occasionally behave like you're 5. You actually, in other words, to use your own language, you act like you're mentally retarded. Grow up, and hopefully I'll see you on the outside, begging, selling big issue, busking, showing people your dog in exchange for some money, or whatever you're doing to make money and keep your head above water, rather than hearing you now on A-Wing, having to watch your back for fear of shanking the derriere, or having to watch you don't drop the soap for fear you're gonna get you-know-what in the you-know-what. Yo, that was a cock in the arse. Yo, you don't want to deal with all that, Dale. Like, you might be an old lad, will do your time without complaint, but some parts of that prison, even the most experienced lads don't want to deal with, you know. If you do go to prison, Dale, if you want to be on E-Wing, the well-behaved prisoners wing, please, for the love of God, behave yourself. Like, you find it hard, I know. You put a bit of effort into it, you might be able to impress the screws, you'll end up on E-Wing, you end up with some nice screws like Mr. Hallibone and Mr. Godbold. Shout out to them, looking after you, and not the arseholes who work on the other wings. Not going to name names, but shout out to the arseholes at HMP Norwich, I know. I mean the screws. You know who you are, probably remember a few of your names. Not going to name on YouTube, since publicly slagging people off isn't what I like doing. Without proof, anyway. You can't exactly prove it if you can't film in prison. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'll buy my own drink. I'll post my revolt link in case one wants to pay for my drinks after the fact. I think that's the best, since no one appears to be in a hurry to pay for my drinks. But yeah, this is my message today already. That's a bit more maturely, and you wouldn't be looking at a guaranteed prison sentence, which you are going to be. In fact, I'm going to say to your face tomorrow what the criticisms I have, and you really need to grow up unless you're actually serious about going to prison. Don't think you're serious, think you're just joking. You're obviously joking. Prison is a terrible place. Like, why would anyone want to go there apart from as some kind of weird joke? Like, prison in the UK is terrible.
Any allergies we should be aware of? Any crimes with those?
Random shout out, Gunnery Sergeant L. Hartman, aka R. the Early.
Anything else for you?
Hello. Oh, I've forgotten what I meant, but do you have a sugar-free Fritz?
No, I'm afraid not. All the Fritz are quite sugary.
Oh. Let me just look at this. Oh, Fritz sugar-free, it's supposed to be. Fritz lemonade, please. Here's my card, thank you.
That one is not sugar-free. Alright?
That's fine.
Anything else for them?
What happened to the sugar-free ones,
I
then?
don't know, we don't have them.
I
He's
see.
had quite a lot of sugar in, I know that, that's all. Nice.
Yeah, I guess I'll email head office and make my suggestion to them, thanks.
No worries. Thank you, have a nice evening.
Thank you.
Fritz Runner.
Hello again.
Okay, thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Need a receipt?
No, thank you.
We're all good, thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, shout out to one for bartender, just bought this drink from Brewdog, just paid for my own lemonade, so I will buy the drink. That's fine not to expect anyone to buy me into it, because that's already done some screaming for a while, to be fair. Like, I was going to get a bus home. I didn't want to be sitting with a buffoon at home while I'm high. So what I did instead of a day out in Lodge, filming myself doing some soft drinks. But yeah, my message to Dale Reed, aka D, Reed, aka D. No, D's too generic name, aka D Reed.
When you message say I'm here, I'm walking, basically
Applies to all defence in the magistrates court. Serious message. If you act like an ass, what will happen? It depends on what stage of proceedings. If you do it before the prosecution case is even presented, then not only will your defence case not be taken seriously, any challenges you or your lawyer, depending on whether you're representing yourself being represented by counsel, magistrates court, you're going to need a lawyer. Magistrates won't take you seriously to try and represent yourself. Just saying. No deposit, no return, no compromise. I'm watching live from prison. Yo, cow goes moo. Don't snitch on yourself. Like, I'm watching. I know I'm probably snitching on you in case someone in Norfolk Constabulary headquarters has me watching my live stream. Like, they probably are for intel gathering. I hope that I'll do something silly like tell them where a drug dealer lives, so something silly like that, or go on specific websites and not. I'm not going to do snitching in a live video. Like, really. Everyone know McGrass,
So the mum is a mum.
which isn't good.
I'll show you a picture. With a specific colour, and she said,
Yeah, you transitioning? Good question, yes.
I've never had one.
Trying to get past certain obstacles, like how do I get rid of every trace's facial hair without subjecting myself to absolute torture with running the race the wrong way? Only way of doing it.
People have so many times.
B-Wing HMP Bedford, baby. Doing life so no one can do anything to me. Come on down, boys. Life, but for how long until you can apply for parole? Apply for parole soon. The fact you're done off to snitch on yourself. This means that might put the prison reports rolled off releasing anytime soon. So, if I were you, cow goes moo, I'd watch it. Like, are you joking? 23 more years. My fucking goodness. What did you do to get that? Did you stab someone? To death, of course. But yeah, just warning you, if you get caught for phone, it won't be 23 more years, it could be up to another 2 more years. You could find yourself doing 25 years from now, because if they convict you of having a phone, unlike it's going to be concurrent to your life sentence, it might be consecutive, so you serve extra time. If having been concurrent wouldn't make any sense. Now, would it? Already you serve in prison. Of course, it would have to be consecutive to the actual punishment. Failing that, they could still fine you, so be wary. Murder, possession with intent to supply. taking off motor vehicle without consent. So you mean TWOC or TWOC, don't you? 5 times salt police, 3 times GBH, and you own. And how long was your tariff? 25 years, I assume.
Which is what I would do when I was scared to let it outside. Because I wanted to let it outside.
I believe you.
Also, I don't know that.
I'm curious. Oh, 27. Like, I'm curious though, Calgo's mood. Like, what on earth possessed you to do such a horrible thing as murder? Like, taking a motor vehicle, one thing. Possession with intent to supply. Under certain circumstances, you might be doing the right thing. In fact, your actions may be commendable if it's just a bit of weed for medicinal use, and you could actually be doing the right thing, be a good person to do it. Like, you might be done with possession with intent to supply, you're actually saving an old person from suffering, and therefore be a hero in my books. Someone who shouldn't be convicted but get a good citizen award. Yeah, people will say, oh, you deserve to be prisoned for promoting weed. In fact, you get the far right, the same lunatics, for instance, who in Israel fly the flag and chant death to Arabs. Who say when the government does something, we're going to protest it because it doesn't go far enough, and generally just don't do anything productive in their own time, but they're constantly protesting for social change that favours them, i.e. more fascism. Like the far right, they're losers by the rest. Anyway, possession of intent supply, I completely understand was just a bit of weed for medicinal use. Not going to ask you about that. TWOC, understand, that's another thing, again. A lot of people probably been for a joyride. Not that I agree with it at all. Like, it's still someone else's car, but I understand. 5 times assault police. Well, again, I know what police are like. I can understand that. Not that I agree with assaulting police. In some circumstances, which I probably would assault police myself. 3 times GBH. Whoa, that's a bit shocking. But if the other person started it, I could understand. Murder, though. What did you... Can I ask you, what possessed you to go do that?
Half 9 this morning. 5 to 6. And he said, well, this is the second one. And he tried to agree with me that it was easier to I would get the very nice. Hallelujah. This is my cat following me to the co-op. This is Sam, I'm sorry. He follows me to the co-op. He comes with me to get you a shopping. But yeah. I love the way they go on the car. It's like, yeah, I'm not following you until something. Oh, hello. But he normally comes all the way to the door. Was a person at some point. When you're in a car and you come back out. But
Gotta go, take care. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here before the screws get in yourself and find your shits, mate. Must be hearing the keys standing. Conceal your phone and hide all your other contraband before the screws bust you. Bye. Anyway, 3 people. Shout out to Mr. D, ex-prison officer I met, on duty as a parking attendant in Norwich. I should have filmed it. The way he explained what he'd do with misbehaving prisoners made me laugh. When he was a police officer with misbehaving criminals. Like, here's some tips, just common sense. Like, don't do drugs in front of a copper. Like, who needs to mention that to a criminal? Who actually needs to tell a criminal that so they don't get busted? Like, who needs to actually literally mention that? Something as basic as that shit, really? Who needs to? Like, no one. Criminals who are dumb enough to do it deserve what they get. Shout out to my mum, Yoppie! Yoppie is in the theatre with her friends, yeah. Now 3 more hours here, I'll just have to arrange a power bank of my other phone, which I'll be switching to as soon as this one runs out of battery.
yeah, let's do it.
My other phone doesn't have enough charge for the night. Should do though. Don't know the percentage, but it's more than half, I think.
Yeah, do it. And I'll do that. What's your... I was going to see if I'm a random question. Do you use a company pension? I do, but I'm not paying into it more.
Yeah, shout out to Brewdog for the free Wi-Fi. Lighthouse free Wi-Fi and what appears to be unlimited dating this time, so I'm able to stream YouTube using their free Wi-Fi. By the way, does anyone want me to do an audit? Like, because if you want, I'll do a live audit round the corner at Bethel Street Police Station.
They will be.
This time without all the chanting.
I know. It's just one of those things where I'm just today I was like, I haven't had a place where the email since November, and I had like 7 November. I did. I get all of it. Great, I love that. I want a mortgage.
Yeah, you want me to do an audit of Bethel Street Police Station? Okay. How about you do that, and I'll come back to Brewdog once the audit's done. Brewdog thinks it's open till midnight tonight, so why not? Yeah. I'll finish this screen.
She put it in my phone. What's her name? Daily. She put it in my phone. I think that's quite funny. Message. Sorry. I just let him say that I'm right. But he thinks every night. Yeah. But his girlfriend. I was going to say, well, maybe it's police, so that's a bit awkward. Yeah. I had thought about it so much, where I was like, should I just stop doing it myself?
Oh, by the way, shout out to Gavin. Like, he's right when he says he ain't an anarchist. An anarchist clothing item doesn't mean anarchy, it means arse. So, well done, Gavin. You're right. Or as I put it, that ain't anarchy. Symbol also means, how can I put it? Let me think of an abbreviation.
It's pretty hard to describe it. It's a big drink. Yeah.
Means the same as the swastika. No, not the backward swastika, which is the Indian peace symbol. I mean, the forward swastika is used by Hitler, which means Nazi.
I got it about 3 seconds ago. I normally invite my mum, but she likes to cook, but you fully she's done other shit as well, like she had a Friday.
Ukraine or Russia? What do you mean? Which side am I on? Ukraine, of course. Putin was wrong to invade Ukraine. That's pretty much all that matters to me. Therefore, I'm for, let me put it like this, I'm not fully pro-Ukraine in the traditional sense. However, if I had to pick a side, Ukraine. Let me put it like that. I follow basically Jonathan Silverman. Well, I don't follow all of Jonathan Silverman's ideology. I do follow Jonathan Silverman's policy on Ukraine. That's something like a communist league based in London. Shout out to Jonathan. Which is, for an end to Moscow's invasion, something like that. I think I prefer it my way, which is for an end to Moscow's invasion. Or is it better? Invasion will do. Russian troops out, but no to sanctions. That's pretty much my stance on Ukraine. My stance on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is different. It's slightly different, however. I do support sanctions on Israel, which is very controversial and in no way is anything near Jonathan Silverman's stance, which is, I suspect, slightly different. Similar to, I support a two-state solution, so does he. I know this is a digression, just thought I'd fill a bit of time. But because he does not support sanctions on Israel, my stance on Israel-Palestine is a bit different. By way of bringing up a different conflict, just to fill a bit of time. Like, my belief is for an end to Israel's occupation, Israeli troops to be withdrawn by negotiation, like they were previously between 1993 and 2000 under the Oslo Accords, although they did re-enter all the West Bank in 2000 after the Second Intifada, although they did leave the Gaza Strip in 2005 most of the time, albeit they never permanently left the Gaza Strip, so they still deemed to be occupying the Gaza Strip. So technically, Israeli troops actually never left Gaza. They simply, in technical terms, they simply scaled down their military presence from a quite sizable permanent military presence to only a temporary military presence, which is only stationed within the Gaza Strip as and when deemed necessary. It's obviously also want Israeli troops out of Gaza completely, as long as a peace agreement is signed and complied with by whoever ends up ruling Gaza, be it the PA or Hamas. But yeah, my stance for an end to Israel's occupation, regarding Israel-Palestine, for an end to Israel's occupation, Israeli troops out,
That was so funny.
until then, yes to sanctions. I know it's controversial. People say, why could you support sanctions in one country opposed to another? Well, here's the thing. On Israel-Palestine, sanctions on Israel do have some effect on working class Israelis. However, they have an even heavier effect in protecting Palestinian rights. They're also a less lethal and less deadly alternative to rocket fire and other military tactics Palestinians have used, and therefore they actually save lives, as Palestinians are less likely to resort to these methods when they know they have the alternative sanctions. Boycott, things like the BDS, the Boycott, Divestment, Sanctions movement. Even if you disagree with it in whole or in part, I disagree with some of the calls for BDS, even be a bit extreme, until a two-state solution is reached. I personally don't see an alternative to pressure Israel to comply with UN resolutions. Like, they don't even regard these resolutions as binding. Yes, some of the working class Israelis and even Palestinians, but they work effectively to meet a goal. However, on Russia, my belief is that sanctioning Putin would do nothing more than encourage support for Putin and actually make matters worse. Yeah, okay, and shout out to Indigo. So I digress. Thought I'd make comparison my views with things. In fact, I did ask Jonathan Silverman back when I went to meetings of the Communist League, why is it that you're supporting Russian withdrawal from Ukraine, but not a Israeli withdrawal from the West Bank and Gaza Strip? Why is it you don't also have signs saying for an end to Israel's occupation, Israeli troops out, and either yes to sanctions or no to sanctions. And he said, because it is a current he said something along the line, interesting and very controversial. Yeah, well, that's not happening right now, which is false. It is happening right now. Yes, there's no ongoing actual war in Gaza like there was in 2008 or 2014, and it nearly came to in 2021, but doesn't mean that there is not a conflict, even though there's no actual hot war. Secondly, he brought up the interesting argument of the problem is when you destroy a country, it has a negative effect on the people living in it, like the US invasion of Iraq. Which isn't what I'm suggesting. I'm suggesting a two-state solution, but he himself said. He himself said, I think what needs to happen is Israel needs to recognise the Palestinians. So in return, the Palestinians should recognise Israel. And now there's the next bit that gets controversial. As a Jewish state, which personally I think is ridiculous. So a lot of people do not recognise Israel at all. Even out of all the people who recognise Israel as a Jewish state, I mean, Israel full stop, not all of them recognised as a Jewish state. Personally, I'll never recognise it as an exclusively Jewish state. Recognition of Israel as a Jewish state first is subscribing to reactionary nationalism. Is basically giving it a license to whatever it needs to do to maintain a Jewish majority, even if it meant one day, like hypothetical is, their Arab population exceeds their Jewish population. To recognise them as a Jewish population would allow Israel to not only mistreat what is currently a minority population, but completely, or well, maybe not completely, but in whole or in part, expel what is now a minority but would become a majority population from its country, i.e. ethnic cleansing, in order to achieve its ambition of being a Jewish state, which is confirmed by multiple UN resolutions and international law, which is at best contrary to internationally established custom and convention. At worst, it is illegal under international law to do that. Recognising Israel as a Jewish state would essentially amount to not only a surrender for 78% of what Palestinians see as theirs, but a surrender for Israeli Arabs on their right to have a shared state with them and the Israeli Jews as a state of all its citizens. The Israeli Arabs don't want to give up their right to live in equality in a state of all its citizens. A lot of Israelis, in fact, including the left, do not want an exclusively Jewish state with Arabs as second-class citizens. They just want a Jewish state in the sense of that for now it has a Jewish majority and provides for the needs of Jews, but would be willing, in the event of an Arab population surge, to accept an Arab majority state then. Well, maybe I can't speak for people, maybe I'm not sure about who, but some people would be willing to accept it if and when it came. In the end of the day, a lot of political situations change. Yes, it's interesting talking politics in the bar. It ain't even so much politics as the fact that just because you have two populations, right, simplify this massively. I know I'm simplifying. People say, you forgot the Circassians, the Druze, and so on. People get at me for that. So before people do, mass simplification. Let's say you have at least two populations in the country. Let's say Israel. One population majority is one the minority. Should one population somehow manage to outpace the other through population growth, then what should the now minority population do with what is now the new majority population in order to have their own country? My answer is simple. The options are live and let live, binational state, the shared country in other words, or shared state, or implement something like the two-state solution yet again. What's the third option? To steal a phrase that someone coined, my version of the new state solution, which is go find some land somewhere, get you and your friends and move there, and go live in that land as a majority. But yeah, personally I think the two-state solution would be reasonable, but recognising Israel as a Jewish state in perpetuity means we can expect the Palestinians, or even me as a pretty much detached observer, to do, frankly. Because by doing that, they are basically allowing Israel license to maintain a Jewish majority in perpetuity. And even the most cooperative of Palestinians will not agree to. Even Mahmoud Abbas will not recognise it as a Jewish state for that reason. Even Israeli Arab parties are unlikely to recognise it. Nonetheless, this thing aside, I will say a few things, and that is, I'm going to go to the toilet shortly. Sat here long enough. Not my nose. I'm going to do Norwich Police Station at Battersea. And audit that. Oh my god. Not my eardrum. Okay. Let's go in the loo, and then no, I'm going to stop the live stream now. I'll head to Bethel Street and do the audit shortly. Thanks and goodbye.